Are you a new parent navigating the complex world of raising a child? Well, you're not alone. We all want the best for our children, but sometimes, even with best intentions, we make mistakes. Today, we're diving into the most common parenting mistakes that new parents make. But before we get started, please hit that subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Parenting is a journey filled with love, joy, and yes, a fair share of mistakes. It's a learning process and it's okay to stumble along the way. After all, there's no manual for raising a child. But understanding common parenting mistakes can help you navigate this journey with a little more confidence. So let's start our list of the most common 11 mistakes parents make. 1. Overprotection. One of the most common mistakes that new parents make is overprotection. It's a mistake that's often born out of love and concern. After all, as parents, our natural instinct is to shield our children from any harm or discomfort. But here's the thing, when we're overly protective, we may unintentionally hinder our child's growth and development. Let's delve a little bit deeper into this. Imagine your child is learning to ride a bike. It's natural to want to hold onto the bike at all times to prevent them from falling. But if we never let go, will they ever learn to balance on their own? Will they learn the crucial skills of picking themselves up after they fall? The same principle applies to various aspects of life. Overprotection can limit a child's experiences and opportunities to learn from their mistakes. It's through making mistakes that children learn about consequences, problem solving, and resilience. When we shield them from every potential failure or hardship, we take away their chance to develop these essential life skills. Moreover, overprotection can also impact a child's confidence and self-esteem. If we're always stepping in to help or taking over tasks that they could do on their own, the underlying message we're sending is that we don't believe they're capable. This can lead to self-doubt and a lack of confidence in their abilities. So what's the alternative? It's about finding a balance. It's about providing a safe and supportive environment where your child feels comfortable exploring, taking risks, and making mistakes. It's about being there to guide and support them when they stumble, rather than preventing them from stumbling in the first place. This doesn't mean we should throw caution to the wind and expose our children to unnecessary risks. It's about allowing age-appropriate challenges and letting them experience the natural consequences of their actions within a safe and controlled environment. For instance, instead of doing their school project for them to ensure a perfect result, guide them through the process, let them brainstorm ideas, make decisions, and even mess up. Even if the end result isn't perfect, that's okay. The skills and lessons they've learnt in the process are far more valuable. Whilst it's natural to want to protect your child, remember that your role as a parent is not just to shield them from harm, but to prepare them for life. And life, as we know, is full of challenges and setbacks. By allowing your child the freedom to make mistakes and face challenges, you're helping them to develop resilience, problem solving, and the confidence to navigate the world on their own. Up next, inconsistent discipline. The next common parenting mistake we're going to discuss is inconsistent discipline. Discipline is a crucial aspect of parenting, but it's not always easy to navigate. The key to effective discipline is consistency. However, many parents struggle with this, leading to confusion and misunderstanding for the child. When rules and consequences change frequently or are not enforced consistently, children may become confused. They may not understand what is expected of them or what the consequences of their actions will be. This inconsistency can lead to behavioural issues and a lack of respect for rules and boundaries. It's important to remember that discipline is not about punishment, it's about teaching and guiding. It's about helping children understand the consequences of their actions, learn from their mistakes and make better choices in the future. When discipline is inconsistent, it can undermine these lessons and lead to confusion and frustration. So how do we ensure consistency and discipline? First, it's important to set clear rules and expectations. Make sure your child understands these rules and the consequences for breaking them. Be clear, be specific, and ensure the rules are age appropriate and fair. Second, follow through with consequences. If a rule is broken, enforce the consequence every time. This doesn't mean you can't be flexible or take into account extenuating circumstances, but overall consistency is key. Lastly, remember that you're a role model. Your actions speak louder than your words. If you expect your child to follow the rules, make sure you're doing the same. 3. Comparing children. Another common parenting mistake that we often see is comparing children. It's a trap that's easy to fall into. We live in a competitive world and it's natural to wonder how our child is doing compared to others. However, this comparison can be harmful and counterproductive. Each child is unique with their own strengths, weaknesses and pace of development. When we compare our child to others, we risk overlooking their individuality and unique progress. This can damage their self-esteem, create unnecessary pressure and even lead to feelings of inadequacy. Comparisons can also create a competitive environment that might foster resentment and jealousy rather than cooperation and empathy. It's important to remember that children develop at their own pace and milestones should not be treated as a race. So how can we avoid this mistake? The key is to celebrate your child's individuality and unique progress. Focus on their improvements and achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Encourage them to be the best they can be, not to be better than someone else. Instead of comparing, strive to understand your child's unique abilities and interests. Provide opportunities for them to explore these interests and develop their skills. Offer praise and encouragement that is specific to them and their achievements. Remember, your child's value does not lie in how they measure up to others, but in their own personal growth and the person they are becoming. By focusing on their individual journey and celebrating their unique progress, you can help foster their self-esteem, confidence and a healthy sense of self-worth. 4. Not allowing children to fail. This is another common parenting mistake. This can also tie in with parents being overprotective and similar steps can be taken. As parents, it's tough to see our children struggle or face disappointment. We want to swoop in, solve their problems and spare them the pain of failure. However, by doing so, we may inadvertently rob them of valuable learning experiences. Failure, as uncomfortable as it may be, is a part of life. It's through failure that we learn some of life's most important lessons. It teaches us about perseverance, problem solving, resilience and the value of hard work. When we shield our children from failure, we prevent them from learning these crucial lessons. So how do we shift our perspective and approach to failure? First, it's important to understand and accept that failure is not a reflection of a person's worth or abilities. It's merely a result of a particular attempt at a particular task at a particular time. It's temporary and changeable. Next, instead of stepping in to prevent failure, be there to guide your child through it. When your child falls, help them understand what went wrong, what they could do differently next time, and how they can learn from this experience. Encourage them to see failure as a stepping stone to success, not as a dead end. It's also crucial to model a healthy attitude towards failure. Show your child that everyone, even adults, fail sometimes, and it's okay. Share your own experiences with failure and how you've learned and grown from them. 5. Neglecting emotional needs. The next common parenting mistake we're going to discuss is neglecting a child's emotional needs. As a parent, we're often focused on meeting our child's physical needs, food, shelter, health, safety. Whilst these are undoubtedly important, it's equally crucial to attend to our child's emotional needs. Children, just like adults, have a wide range of emotions. They feel joy, sadness, anger, fear and more. However, they're still learning how to understand and manage these emotions. When a child's emotional needs are neglected, it can lead to issues with self-esteem, emotional regulation and mental health later in life. So how can we ensure they're meeting our child's emotional needs? First, it's important to validate their feelings. This means acknowledging their emotions, letting them know it's okay to feel the way they do, and that you're there to support them. For example, if your child is upset because they lost a game, instead of saying, "It's just a game," you might say, "I can see that you're really upset about losing this game. It's okay to feel disappointed." Next, provide emotional support. This can be as simple as giving them a hug, listening to them, or spending quality time together. It's also important to teach them healthy ways to express and manage their emotions. Lastly, model emotional intelligence. Show them through your actions how to express emotions in a healthy way, how to empathise with others, and how to cope with difficult feelings. By validating their feelings, providing emotional support, and modelling emotional intelligence, you can help your child develop a healthy emotional foundation that will serve them well throughout their life. 7. Not setting clear boundaries. Boundaries are crucial in parenting as they provide a sense of security and structure for children. They help children understand what is expected of them and what behaviours are acceptable. Without clear boundaries, children may struggle with self-control, respecting others' boundaries, and understanding social norms. It's important to remember that boundaries are not about control or restriction. Instead, they're about teaching respect, responsibility, and self-control. They provide a framework within which children can explore, learn, and grow safely. So how can we effectively set boundaries? First, it's important to be clear and specific about what the boundaries are. For example, instead of saying, "be good," you might say, "we use kind words when we speak to others." This gives your child a clear understanding of what is expected. Next, be consistent with enforcing boundaries. If a boundary is crossed, follow through with the agreed upon consequence. The consistency helps children understand the importance of the boundaries and encourages them to respect them. It's also crucial to involve your child in the process of setting boundaries. This can help them understand the reasons behind the boundaries and feel a sense of ownership and responsibility. For example, you might discuss and agree upon rules for screen time together. Lastly, model respect for boundaries. Show your child through your actions that you respect their boundaries and the boundaries of others. This can help them understand the importance of boundaries and how to respect them. In conclusion, setting clear and consistent boundaries is a crucial aspect of parenting. It's not about control, but about teaching respect and responsibility. By setting and enforcing boundaries, you're able to help your child develop self-control, respect for others, and a clear understanding of social norms. Next up, not leading by example. As parents, we often focus on verbal instructions and rules, but the truth is, children often learn more from what they see than what they're told. They are keen observers and quick to imitate the behaviour of those around them, especially their parents. When parents do not model the behaviour they expect from children, it can lead to confusion and behavioural issues. For example, if we tell our children to be respectful but then behave disrespectfully towards others, it sends a mixed message. It tells them the rules don't apply to everyone, which can undermine the values and behaviours we're trying to teach. So how can we effectively lead by example? First, it's important to be mindful of our own behaviours. We need to strive to model the behaviours and values we want our children to adopt. This includes everything from how we treat others, how we handle stress and disappointment, to how we take care of our health. Next, it's important to be authentic. Nobody is perfect and it's okay to make mistakes. When you do, admit it, apologise if necessary, and show your child how you learn and grow from these mistakes. This teaches them that it's okay to be imperfect and that mistakes are opportunities for growth. Lastly, involve your child in activities where appropriate. Let them see you reading, exercising, cooking healthy meals, or volunteering in the community. This not only models positive behaviours, but it also provides opportunities for bonding and shared experiences. Leading by example is one of the most powerful tools we have as a parent. Remember, you are a child's first and most influential role model. Be the person you want your child to become, and they're likely to follow in your footsteps. Moving on, overscheduling. So let's talk about overscheduling, another common parenting mistake. In our fast-paced, achievement-orientated society, there's often pressure to ensure our child is engaged in various activities. From sports and music lessons to tutoring and clubs, extracurricular activities can provide valuable experiences and skills. However, overscheduling can lead to stress, burnout, and a lack of free time for unstructured play and relaxation. Overscheduling can rob children of the joy and pleasure, the creativity that comes from boredom, and the important life skills that come from unstructured play. It can also lead to increased stress and anxiety. Our children feel the pressure to perform and meet expectations in their numerous activities. So how can we avoid overscheduling? The key is balance. It's important to ensure that your child has a mixture of structured activities, unstructured play, and downtime. Here are a few tips to achieve this balance. First, be selective about your activities your child participates in. Choose a few that align with their interests and provide value, rather than trying to cover every possible area. Next, ensure your child has free time every day. This is time for them to relax, play, explore, or simply do nothing. This downtime is crucial for their mental health and well-being, and it also fosters creativity and independence. Lastly, involve your child in the scheduling process. Let them have a say in what activities they participate in and how they spend their free time. This can help them learn valuable skills like time management and decision making. Whilst extracurricular activities can be beneficial, it's important to avoid overscheduling. Remember, children need balance. They need time for structured activities, unstructured play and relaxation. By ensuring they have this balance, you can help them enjoy their activities, reduce stress and foster their overall well-being. 10. Ignoring education. The final common parenting mistake we're going to discuss is ignoring education. Education is a crucial aspect of a child's development, and parental involvement can significantly influence a child's academic success. However, some parents may not take an active interest in their child's education. This can lead to missed opportunities to support their child's learning and development. When parents are not involved or show little interest in their child's education, it can send the message that education is not important. This can impact a child's motivation, engagement and performance in school. On the other hand, when parents are involved and show interest, it can foster a positive attitude towards learning, boost self-esteem and improve academic performance. So how can we be more involved in our child's education? Here's a few tips. First, show interest in what your child is learning. Ask them about their day at school, their assignments and projects. Show enthusiasm and appreciation for their efforts and achievements. Next, provide a supportive learning environment at home. This includes a quiet study space, necessary materials and a routine that includes time for homework and study. Also, communicate regularly with your child's teachers. Attend parent-teacher meetings, ask for feedback and discuss any concerns or issues. This can help you understand your child's academic strengths and areas for improvement and how you can support them. Lastly, encourage a love of learning. Foster curiosity, encourage questions and make learning a part of everyday life. This can be as simple as reading together, exploring nature or engaging in educational games and activities. Taking an active interest in your child's education is crucial. By being involved, showing interest and providing support, you can enhance your child's learning experience, foster a love of learning and support their academic journey. Remember, your involvement and support can make a significant difference in your child's education. 11. Not spending quality time together. Last but by no means least, the final common parenting mistake we're going to discuss is not spending quality time with your children. In our busy lives, filled with work, chores and countless responsibilities, it can be easy to let quality time with our children slip through the cracks. However, spending quality time together is crucial for building strong relationships, showing your children that they are valued and loved, and fostering their overall well-being. Quality time is about more than just being in the same room. It's about giving your undivided attention, engaging in meaningful interactions, and creating shared memories. It's during these moments that you truly connect with your child, understanding their world, and show them they are important to you. So how can we ensure we're spending quality time with our children? Here are a few tips. First, make it a priority. Schedule it in if you have to. It doesn't have to be a grand event or a whole day, even a few minutes of undivided attention can mean a lot. Next, engage in activities that your child enjoys. Play their favourite game, read together, go for a walk or simply chat about their day. The activity itself is less important than the connection and enjoyment you share. Also, use everyday moments as opportunities for quality time. This could be meal times, car rides or bedtime routine. These regular interactions can provide a consistent space for connection and communication. Lastly, be present. Put away distractions like phones and laptops. Focus on your child. Listen to them, show interest in what they're saying and respond with care. Spending quality time with your children is one of the most important aspects of parenting. It's a way to show your love, build strong relationships and foster your child's emotional well-being. Remember, your time is the best gift you can give your child. Make the most of it. Finally, remember, everyone makes mistakes, especially us parents, and it's important to learn and grow from them. The most important thing is to provide a loving and supportive environment for your child to grow and develop in. So, don't be too hard on yourself. You're doing the best you can, and that's what matters the most. Parenting isn't about being perfect, it's about being present, being patient and being willing to learn. So keep going, keep growing, and your kids will shine.
Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.